What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. We back with another one. We're going to be talking about Shimmering Skies today. One of my favorite sets, Circle of Ink, is a play on, Circle of Life, which is Lion King. That's my favorite Disney IP. I've watched Lion King my whole life, repeatedly from a child, still to this day. Have a daughter. She gets a little bit older. We're gonna be watching Lion King, man. We a Lion King family. So, of course, I'm excited about this set. Um, it has the top card, this Mufasa card, man. This card is just insane. I'm so mad because I had so much time to buy this card, and I took so much time because I was buying cases and I was buying sealed and I was opening a lot of stuff because of Lorcana, nobody cared about it. It was so cheap. We was opening booster boxes for 100. Let's check the booster box. It's 140 right now, but we was opening this box 90 to $100, sometimes even lower. I think it got down to about $80 before I paid for a booster box. I opened so much. I do have an enchant in here that I did pull, but this card right here, man, it's just goated, bro. I wanted one of the PSA 10. I was trying to pull it because things are so cheap. But I should have just bought the card. But I was enjoying the hobby. You know, now the car is about 375. It did run up. I think it was higher than that, so it is pulling back. Yeah, it was selling at last, it was 500. Everything in Wakanda is kind of pulling back right now, so it probably is a good time to start getting into singles, getting into sealed. Everything kind of went through a correction after that hyper month of June where everything was just shooting up, so everything is correcting down. But man, this set is so fantastic. I do have my Snow White. I have two of these. I had one that I purchased, of course, but I have another one. This is an enchanted. Let me pull that up. It's the second best enchanted in the set. It's Snow White, classic, super classic. Oh man, I love this card. I'm actually gonna send it out to grading. I did pull it myself, so whether it's tens or nines or whatever, I just want it to be encapsulated. See if I can get a 10, of course. I want a 10. But even if I don't, it will be a part of my collection, and it just won't be for sale. It'll always be with me. I have another one that kind of has a little bit better centering, and that'll probably be my 10. But this set, man, set is amazing. I love the theme. We got Mufasa, Snow White, Olaf. We got the Scar card, man. I love villains too, man. And that's why I'm excited about that villain set they got coming out next year. I think it's Into the Ink Dark. That set's gonna be crazy. We got the Scar Vengeful Lion, man. They've made a lot of great Scar cards, bro. And Scar is just, oh man, he's a character, man. And he's just a demon, man. I just love him. And I just love that they have like the Shimmering Skies is kind of like just very vivid coloring, and they gave him like a menacing green. He's got that look, that side eye that he always does. Like this card is amazing as well. It's one of my favorite cards in the set. This right here for this set, it'd probably be my sleeper. So I usually invest in sealed. I don't really invest in cards, because cards can be up and down. But with Lorcana, it seems to be a little bit different because enchanters are so hard to pull, especially from this generation. It's very hard to pull, and but I do see a lot of these cards. Like this card is, well, light plate is not good. This card is $150. I think in the future, the minimum from set 8 to the first chapter, the minimum for an enchanted will be $500 at least. In my opinion, for how much it costs to to pull one, because it's really just one a case. That's what the pull rates are. But I've opened cases and I've got nothing. But if you just do that math, and Shimmer's Guys is $600 a case, the top card has to, like, the cards have to rise in value to kind of make sense, because right now Shimmer's got the 600 case. All of these cases are going to be way more expensive in the future. Just remember, we're at the beginning of the life cycle of this game. It's only been 3 years, so when these sets get to about 5, 10 years and Lorcana just keeps building and getting bigger and it just keeps expanding, it's like people are gonna want these cars. They're gonna want the sale. They're gonna want the experience of opening a sale, and that's gonna drive demand up for all of this stuff. Like, I think today, in my opinion, whatever you buy today, 5 to 10 years from now, I feel maybe I'm over bullish, and I could be wrong, but I feel everything will be more expensive in the future because there's not a lot of it. From the scale of when you watch the Lorecast and they're saying, hey, in the last 3 years, we printed 2.5 billion cards. That's 2.5 billion cards in 3 years. Compare that to Pokemon. Pokemon's doing 10 billion a year. In my opinion, Ravensburger is producing better art, better cards, way harder to hit way harder to hit cards. Even now in the newer sets, we got iconics. These cards are undervalued. And it's gonna take time, of course. They're not just gonna, you know, it needs to be gradual for it to, for it to make sense. Like especially like sets going out of rotation where there's not more product coming. It needs to be a gradual gain, and that's what I think is gonna happen over the long term with sets 8 to 1. It's just gonna keep going up gradually. Cards are gonna get in the hands of people who want to hold on to it, and they're just gonna be gone forever. And eventually, that's gonna keep happening. And the same thing's gonna happen with the sale, and the prices are just gonna gradually go up. Prices shooting up it makes sense because there's not a lot of product, but prices shooting up is not really good. We need that gradual gains. Like it goes up 20, 30%, levels off for a little while, and then it goes up another 10%. We need it to grow like that, and that makes it more stable, and that makes people who want to buy the product or the card in the future more comfortable with like, okay, yeah, this card, I'm seeing all these sales. We're able to get a bunch of sales in a window, and they're like, oh, okay, the card's really worth like 250. So, but when you see last sold was 120, and now people are posting the card for 500, it's like, nah, why would I buy that? At least the smart people. But but yeah, this is my sleeper card right here. This Donald Duck right here, awesome card. Got Robin Hood, it's dope. They have another Robin Hood in Instant Inklings. I think this Robin Hood's better. This Robin Hood is just sick with all the colors and stuff like that. And if you see these cards in person and you get to see the foil pattern, let me see if I can show it again. You can see the foil pattern. The foil pattern is so good. These sets from like sets 5 to 8 was like the beginning of when Ravensburger was like, all right, we gotta turn it up. And then when Fable came out, they just went nuclear. But this is like great cards. You got Maui, You're Welcome, action card, with the, if you watch the movies or whatever, there's an action card relating to a song. So it's nice, man. And it's got all the colors and stuff like that. It's like Shimmering Skies. When I was opening cases, I was happy with whatever I got, I would have been happy with. Like that Clarabelle, your Finders Keeper, what I'm saying? Like, it's just a great set, in my opinion. The booster box is $140 right now. I think it's a great buy. MSRP is 143, so it's right around MSRP. My opinion and how I invest, because this is an investing video, the goal is to always get MSRP or lower. The lower you get these boxes for under MSRP, the chances of you losing on it is slim. Like when this box was $100, it was a buy all day because you're already, a good percentage below 143, so you're gonna win. Right now, it's at MSRP. It's still a good buy, and we can go through it and see what early June what this box was selling for. Yeah, see, this is early June before all the hype. See, the hype was hitting around the end of May, early June, and it was hitting the new sets, and then it kind of trickled back to the older sets. And you can see it's $105 per box. And you can see it's getting bought, it's getting bought, it's getting bought. It's going on 125, 130, 140, and then it went hyperbolic because this is where the FOMO hit, where it breaks through MSRP, and now people are buying boxes at 160, 170, 180. It's just, and that's why I said when it's FOMO, and I'm going to tell you in every video I do, investing video, I'll tell you when it's going hyperbolic, put your wallet away. don't even touch it and just give it time. Got to be patient with this. It will retrace, and that's what it did. It retraced down. It may not retrace down back to where it was at $100, but buying it at 180, you'd be really mad because now it's back at 140. It's a great buy at 140. Cases are 566 there, so they're still. Oh no, that was wrong. Next lowest list is 639, which is about like $70 over MSRP. MSRP is about 573 for a case. Still a good buy. Um, with the cases are gonna be, they're gonna have a premium to them because the hobby looks at an enchanted pull rate as a case. So when people want to open this, most people are gonna want a sealed case. They're not gonna want loose boxes because somebody could have opened one box out of a case, pulled an enchanted, and then just sold off the other three boxes as thinking like, oh, there's no enchanted in them. But that line of thinking can be wrong because I've pulled two enchanters, especially from Inklings, from the same case. And I just read a story on Facebook that a guy pulled three enchanters from one case. So three of the booster boxes in the case had enchanteds. So the hobby has their what they consider their hit rates are, but it's not 100%. That's just okay, 96 packs. But you can pull enchanters from sleeve blisters. You can pull enchanters from trolls. Like you can pull an enchanted in anything. You can pull an enchanted out of a gift set with one pack. Like it can have four different packs in there in the gift set, and you can pull an enchanted. So you don't know. But it's the gambling. You don't know. Me personally, I'm not scared to buy loose boxes. Um, Especially because there's going to be people in the future that they're not going to be able to afford a case. Fable is kind of showing us what's possible with cases, and I think all of these sets will eventually follow in Fable's footsteps, but they're going to take a lot longer time because there was more printed of them. Like Fable only had one print run, so that's why and it's the best set that they ever released, so that's why you see it's going to that price. But all of these sets eventually will get scarce and will follow the same path. So the Shimmering Skies definitely has a lot of great cards in it. Booster boxes right now is priced at a great price. Um, and that's the insight I can give you about investing into it. I have cases of Shimmering Skies, and I have loose booster boxes of Shimmering Skies. Um, I'm just chopping these videos up for y'all, covering each set, so y'all can decide on what you want to go into. I think the best thing to do with this is to buy what you like. So if you like Shimmering Skies as a set, the chances are other people are gonna like it too. So that's all, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.